Hey everybody, welcome back to Arena Hacks. Welcome if you're just coming here for the first time. My name's Kyle Wagner. Today I'm going to be sharing a really awesome budget deck that I kind of just stumbled upon. I was thinking about, I miss mutators from Ikoria, so I'm just like, let's make a Ikoria mutate deck. And as I started playing around with some of the black and green, I'm like, ooh, maybe if I inject a few blue in here. And then I started noticing, I'm not using a lot of rares. Let's see if I can make it budget. And then I can share it on YouTube with my fans. And the deck only has one set of rare creatures in it. And there's 4 of them. They're the Gemrazer. We'll get to that. In fact, let's go take a look at the deck right now. Okay, so here's the deck. As you can see, I named it Ikoria. It's not all Ikoria. Feed the Swarm is Zendikar. Oh, I only have 3 of them in there? I thought I had 4. Oh, okay. Interesting. So yeah, this is from Zendikar. The rest is all, that's Ikoria. And then the Beanstalk Giant here is Throne of Eldraine. So Beanstalk Giant, as you'll hear me talk about, mentioned in the gameplay, is especially in the last game, which is actually a really good game, really frustrating. My card draw was horrible. My opponent had good stuff, but I still managed to excruciatingly get a win. But it was a good game. It was a good game, so I'm definitely including that in here. But yeah, you hear me say, like, why did I draw so many lands? I put this guy in here because of his Fertile Footsteps. You get lands out of your library, and you're less likely to draw lands later game because you've put them all on the battlefield already. Even Parcelbeast helps with that. And it's just ridiculous how many lands I kept getting. But anyways, yeah, you'll see that in the gameplay. Auspicious Starrix. I don't know if I've done a mutate deck on this channel yet. I think I did. I have a good one that mixes Death Touch and mutate. I'm pretty sure I've done that before, and it's one of my best decks actually. But I mentioned Starrix, and if you have a mutate deck, you got to run them. Like if you're calling your deck a mutate deck and you don't have an Auspicious Starrix, what are you doing with your life? Like, seriously, if you have a mutate deck, like, you have an Auspicious Starrix in it. Like, like whipping all those permanents on the battlefield. Like, you'll see that in the gameplay. Yeah, it gets kind of crazy some games. Parcelbeast. Now, this guy is interesting. He only mutates for 2 mana, which is actually kind of useful when I already have a Gemrazer or a Starrix on the board and I want to use their abilities. And let's say I had to play other spells and my mana is mostly tapped out. Having only 2 mana to play this guy is really good. Unfortunately, blue is one of my the splash in this deck. It's the splash color. It's a black and green deck, and I splashed blue in because there's so few. It's primarily green too. You can see with all the forests. I really only care about getting 2 or 3 swamps. 2 swamps early game, or 2, not swamps, black mana sources. I want 2 black mana sources early game, later game 3, maybe 4. Once I get a whole bunch of lands on the battlefield, then I can have 4 sources, so I can play lots of black spells in a single turn. But other than that, having only 2 of them, 2 sources is all I need. Having only 1 source is good enough for blue. I would prefer to get 2 sources of all 3 colors. Not that I have double cost, it just allows you to cast multiple spells of the same color in the same turn. So green doesn't have that much of a problem because we have so much green down here. But yeah, the blue, that can be a little tricky, but for the most part, I find the mana in this deck does work out pretty well. Sometimes you have to wait an extra turn or 2 to cast your blue mana spells like Parcelbeast. And but he's really critical. For 1 mana, you get card advantage. That is card advantage, even though it doesn't say that you're drawing a card, so you don't get to trigger any draw card abilities, but you do get that card in your hand if it's not a land. If it is a land, it just goes straight on the battlefield, which is also a bonus, because then that's mana ramp. So if it's not card draw, it's mana ramp. What it also thins, it takes lands, if there's a land on top of your library, it takes the land out and puts it on the battlefield. That way you don't draw it. You can draw something more useful than a land, something that hurts your opponent more, something that destroys their creatures more, something like that. So that card advantage for only 1 mana is actually critical. There's not a lot of creatures that allow you to draw a card for only 1 mana repeatedly. Now you do have to tap them, and you'll hear me mention in the gameplay that I don't like fighting with the Parcelbeast. I like to get him on the battlefield and just let him sit off to the side. Maybe mutate him over top of a symbiote. because I don't like fighting with symbiotes either. Usually you mutate on a creature and you fight with that creature. But the symbiote puts a 1/1 counter on any creature that mutates. Whenever a creature mutates, it gets a 1/1 counter and I gain 2 life. The 2 life is mostly what I was after when I put the Essence Symbiote in this deck, is that life gain. And that life gain does save me a couple times, even in that last game, that really good game that you guys are about to see. Like this guy probably saved my life with the life gain. And even the 1/1 counters, because he made my creatures bigger and stronger, which helped me deal with what my opponent was throwing at me, which was a lot. Like, he was really, yeah, it was bad. But I managed to pull off the win. Such a good game, such a good game. Can't wait for you guys to see it. Anyways, I'm going to finish talking about this deck, though. Focus. Anyways, Migratory Greathorn, again, another thing that thins all those lands out of my library, although it didn't seem to help in that last game. Still drew a lot of lands. But yeah, and he's a mutator, so really great there. Gemrazer, he's the only rare spell in this deck. There are rare lands, but this is the only rare spell in this deck. And like between him and the Feed the Swarm, which I mentioned, like you just like that enchantment destruction. The fact that you can destroy enchantments, artifacts. You can only destroy artifacts with the Gemrazer, but I don't find artifacts are really that big of a problem in the meta right now. Maybe when Kaldheim, but I don't think so because Kaldheim's not super huge on the artifacts. So having only 4 ways to destroy artifacts is not that bad. Having 7 ways to destroy enchantments is so critical when somebody's bogging you down and just screwing you over with an enchantment, and then you can just shoot it down with a Feed the Swarm or a Greathorn, or not a Greathorn, Gemrazer. Then it's just, yeah, like this deck has dealt with so many variety of decks, because you can also use Feed the Swarm to kill creatures, right? You use the Heartless Act to kill creatures. So there's lots of ways to kill creatures, lots of ways to kill enchantments, very few ways to kill artifacts, but like I said, they're usually not a problem. So like, this deck can deal with a lot that's thrown at it. It doesn't win every game. It is only a budget deck, but I'm surprised. It's probably one of the best budget decks I've ever built. Which brings us to the Trumpeting Gnarr. Brings us to the Trumpeting Gnarr. Now, I prefer to hard cast this guy and use him as a mutate target, because he creates beast tokens, which are it's just awesome to help you spread wide, and it's just easier to cast him for 3 mana. A 5 mana mutate is a clunky mutate, so getting him down early really helps my battlefield get wide, and then I'm using him as a mutate target, because every time I mutate onto him, I get more beast tokens. If he happens to get shot down, I have other beast tokens that I can mutate onto. I've got other beast tokens. These beast tokens I can mutate onto with the Parcelbeast. Seeing as though I don't like fighting with the Parcelbeast, I just like using his ability. It's good to put him on a creature like that, like a token, put him on a token, and then have him sit off to the side. With that 4 toughness, he's a good blocker, right? And then right before I take my turn and untap everything, then I use his ability. So I can block with him, then use his ability, get my card advantage, then I untap everything, including him, and take my turn. So that is really critical for that card draw there. I think I'm going over him again. He's just really awesome. He does a lot in this deck. He does a lot of work. This guy does pretty good too. I did have 4 of him in originally, but I found he wasn't carrying his weight enough. And I think I dropped 2 copies of this guy for 2 Feed the Swarms, and then I dropped 1 land for a Feed the Swarm. 23. This is one of my higher mana costing. Like, I usually try to keep this down to 3 or less, right? Because I have mana troubles if I don't. Otherwise, this I have mana troubles by getting way too much of it. And I only have 23 though. That's lower, the standard for a mid-range deck. If you remember to my deck tips. What was I saying now? Standard mid-range deck. This is a mid-range. Standard mid-range deck has 24 lands. I dropped 1 just to help, because I'm like, I have so many ways of tutoring them up. Fertile Footsteps, Migratory Greathorn, even Parcelbeast helps get lands off the top of your library, right? So I'm like, I've got lots of ways to get lands out of my library onto the battlefield. All I really need is that 3 lands in the beginning, And once I have those 3 lands, I can mutate this guy and use him. I can mutate Migratory Greathorn and get more lands. I can cast Fertile Footsteps and get more lands, right? So it's like once I get that 3 lands, I can build off of that. But I don't want to get much more once I get enough mana to mutate a Starrix and cast a Heartless Act in the same turn. So mutating a Starrix is 6. That's 8 mana. Once I get 8 mana, I don't really care to see anymore, right? I just want to dredge them out of my library and throw them on the battlefield. Just get them out of my library so I don't draw into them anymore. So that's why I lowered the lands for the Feed the Swarm to help with that. Essence Symbiote I covered. Heartless Act, yeah, good removal. You see me use that before in other decks. It can be a little annoying in some of the gameplay you see with the removing counters, removing 3 counters. There are creatures with counters on them, and I'm just like, I can't kill them with the Heartless Act. I can make them weaker, but I can make them -3/-3, but that's all I can do with the Heartless Act. I can't actually kill them. Feed the Swarm, you might be a little turned off by that life cost, but you'll see me in that last match. Not the last match. Yes? No. No, second last match. One of the matches. I destroy a guy's enchantment. He quit the game because he was, yeah, that enchantment was how he was going to beat me. And I destroyed it right away with a Feed the Swarm. It was a Shark Typhoon, which is 7 converted mana cost. 7. That means I lost 7 life to cat, and I was willing to do it. And I think I only had 14 life at the time, 15 maybe. It was almost half my current life total. But it was worth it. It was worth it. He just quit right after that because I knew he was going to just destroy me with that enchantment. It was worth the 7 life. Every point. Every life point was worth it. Zagoth Mamba, you'll see me use that. The -2/-2, he's one of my favorite mutate targets in this deck. When I started building this deck, I was like, I have to leave the Zagoth Mamba in here because I just don't see enough people using the Zagoth Mamba, and like nobody's really getting value out of his ability, but he is an uncommon for good reason. Being only 1 mana and having that mutate ability is actually really good. I think it's underestimated. I see opponents all the time using dead weights to kill creatures. A dead weight is an enchantment that does -2/-2. It's an aura. You put it on your opponent's creature. -2/-2. I see people using, there was Disfigure, which was a -2/-2 instant. Creature gets -2/-2 until end of turn. They kill people with that. So I'm like, people are using this -2/-2 ability as removal, and they're using it very effectively a lot of the time. So it's like, this guy is a repeatable -2/-2 effect. As long as you have him on the battlefield and you can mutate on, you can keep getting that -2/-2 on whatever creature you want. And I think in that final game, that really awesome game that you're about to see, you'll see that. You'll see this guy do a lot of work. You'll see all my creatures do a lot of work because they needed to. They all needed to pitch together to win that game. I can't believe I won that game still. But yeah, that being said, let's get to some gameplay, and I will save that best one for last because I love saving the best for last. So I hope you guys are excited to see that. It is really cool. I'm excited to show you guys that game. Even all my frustration with drawing so many lands, you will see my face literally turn red at some point. So I hope you guys all enjoy that, and I'll see you at the post game. Okay, here we go. First game. I like the removal and the Essence Symbiote. I hope I get more mutate though, because this guy's not, we're not going to be able to spend that mana cost for a while. We play this as black, then we're open to play these spells, as well as the Symbiote. Maybe I should have played a Forest first, and then on my next turn, I may have drawn into a Swamp. So, so yeah, then I could have played that on blue then, to give me my blue source. I didn't get a Swamp anyways. The Fertile Footsteps will help me get what I need. What is this guy running? Green and blue. Okay. I'm running green and blue as well, and black. Mostly green-black. Splash of blue. Okay. Not playing anything else? Am I going to get an attack on him? Where's all my mutate for? I feel like when I was testing this deck, the problems I had more often was not getting these mutate targets. Now I'm getting these guys like crazy and like none of my mutate. Except like my most highest mana cost mutate in the entire deck. Shuffler's fine, guys. Shuffler's fine. Right. Okay. Should I hold up? You know what? Double Symbiote. I don't know, I didn't really need to play that. I could have played it all post-combat. Do I want to play this guy yet? You know what? I'd rather mutate onto him if I get a mutator. A decent mana cost mutator next turn. He is ramping like crazy. Well, he's not ramping like crazy. I guess all he's done is play lands. So far this game, he'll probably play that land. Oh no, he plays a different land, a swamp. Finally! And I'm out of mana, so it's a perfect thing to mutate this so I can grab another mana. I think I'm going to go for black because I still have the Fertile Footsteps. I'm going to gain 2 life. This guy's going to get 2+1/+1 counters. Actually, that's brutal. That's a brutal setup. I was complaining about it, but now that I finally got that... supposed to get black. I do that too much. That's a lot of damage, holy. I do that too much with this. I'll be like, oh, what land you want? I just click it. I just click, get the land. And I'm like, crap. That's what he's doing. Going for the Scute Swarm. Should have saved my mana. How many is he going to get? He's going to get 4. That's too many. Now he mutates. I think he should have mutated before he played the land. These guys would all be Migratory Greathorn copies. That's interesting. That's a fair amount of removal in my hand. This is a sorcery? Dang, it is a sorcery. He's got 6 what's one. Yeah, this game's basically over. Like, what am I gonna do? I'm getting too screwed for mana. And then these are all spot removal. They're not gonna be powerful enough to really do a whole lot. I can take them out. I have no more black mana to do anything else. And he's just gonna keep playing lands. Yeah, like, might as well attack with everything. He's just gonna play lands and copy these guys like crazy next turn anyways. Let's just go on to the next one. There's no way. Like, yeah, we already see... Okay, stop with that. We already see he's got a land here. So these guys are both... He doesn't even really care about these guys anymore. It's this guy. This guy copies a 3/4 that you're making copies of. That now gets... And now every copy is going to have the ability of that Sea Dasher. Yeah, there's a land. Now he's going to be copying it. There's no way... There's no way to recover from this. I can't play enough. If I could have played all 3 of my removal, maybe, but this is just getting way too out of hand. Good game. Next one. So that last game was a pretty common thing that people did when when Zendikar was new. People discovered that if you mutate on top of a Scute Swarm and you start duplicating it, you get duplicates of the mutate creature, which is a lot more powerful than a 1/1. Damn, this is such a slow start. God, I'm sick of it. I got so many, like that last game, it's one or the other. It's all my low creatures or all my high creatures. But of course, Wizards say, oh, the Shuffler's fine. Because that's clearly random. The fact that it goes in such pattern. God, I don't want to mulligan this, but I've got a good land base, some cheap removal. I don't know. I'll keep it. If I don't draw something decent in the first 3 turns. 3 turns I need. No, first 2 turns. I need something decent. I'm going to scry one too. Yep, trying to flood me out right off the bat already. Let's just flood this guy out. Good Shuffler, good Shuffler. So one thing about this arena that I really don't like the Shuffler is awful. It's terrible. I am coming out of that 6-day slump I had there, where it was really bad. Luckily, I haven't been noticing that anymore, but it's still like the Shuffler still goes in patterns. It's very predictable. Yeah, not too random. Yeah, I should probably hit that guy before he gets any counters on him. Destroy it right off the bat before he starts building it up. still can't do anything, like, because I don't have the blue to cast this. So let's go like this, grab my blue. This is ridiculous. Everything is so perfect. I only have 2 of these guys in the deck. Everything is so perfectly organized. My mana and the creatures that I just can't play anything until way late in the game. At least he's only got 3 lands. This is a decent mutate target. This guy here. He doesn't have anything, yeah, unless I play the Parcelbeast. I hardcast the Parcelbeast, but I can mutate the Parcelbeast onto this guy. I don't know. We'll go with this guy. I like using this guy as a mutate target because his mutate ability is so clunky. I would much rather mutate another creature onto him rather than mutate him himself. I have 2 blue and only 1 black. Let's keep this so I can get another black. See what he plays now. Retreat. Okay, that means that I need to mutate this guy. So I can shoot down that Felidar. Retreat. And I get a little beast token with it. Yeah, beast. Oh, I can mutate this guy. You know what? I probably should mutate him. Why not? I don't have the mana to hardcast him, but I like this creature, the Parcelbeast. I like it being separate. I want this to be my mutate target, so I keep building mutate creatures onto him, and then the abilities keep stacking up, all their mutate abilities. Since this guy I have to tap every turn to use his card advantage ability, I like to leave him as a blocker, and right before I take my turn like that, I'll tap him to draw the extra card. Can I mutate this? I can mutate it. Alright. I should probably do that on the Gemrazer. There's no enchantment for me to shoot down. Yeah, let's do it. Because I'm going to activate the Gemrazer, which is why I was talking about an enchantment. Because the Gemrazer will activate destroy enchantment, but there's no enchantment or artifact to destroy. But I do get some permanents from the Parcelbeast as well as a 3/3. And I might as well attack with my Auspicious Starrix to try to push as much damage as I can. I still have 1 mana for the Parcelbeast because it costs 1 mana for his ability. Sweet. So he's going to get that out. He's copying. Nope, he needs 1 more land. 1 more land and he starts copying that Skewed Swarm. Which is going to be so perfect because as you see all that removal I got the one game, and look at all the removal I got now. Oh, none. I did see, I was going to say I didn't even see 1, but I did see 1 right there. Okay. Yeah. And here he goes. Yeah, that's how he's going to get his 6th land. He's probably going to play another land and get 4 copies of the Greathorn. No, he doesn't have a land to play. That's interesting. So let's get some card advantage. Sweet, yeah. Card draw, and then give a scry. I don't want that. Another Symbiote. And then I can mutate this onto this guy, I think. Yeah. Whoa, there's some triggers. Okay, what do I want? What do I have out here? I have black here, black, black. Lots of green. Let's go for another black for a swamp. And then I get my other swamp anyways with the Starrix. And another Parcelbeast. That's sweet. I like that deal. Okay, this guy won't kill him. This guy won't kill anybody. This guy won't be able to kill any of his guys. He has to block a lot with this to kill that guy. Shoot, yeah, because he's just going to block like this guy like crazy with all his creatures. And I have nothing in my hand because I keep missing all my removal. Except 1. Yeah, because he can block with... He'll lose both of these guys, though. That might be worth it. I've got such a battlefield built up already. If he does, he has to block with both these guys. If he does do that to kill my Starrix, then he'll lose both of these guys. And I don't think he can afford that, the position he's in, depending on what cards he's got in his hand. It's risky, but let's try it. He's gonna do it. Okay, I'm gonna look, does he have some power up or something? No. I was gonna say, I was a little confused by that block. I'm like, it's not enough to kill him. He's got a counter. He may have made a misplay. He may have done some math wrong, and that's why he conceded so quickly, because then he realized, oh, I didn't block with enough. I should have used one of my tokens. He may have realized that and went like, I'm out. I can't win this now. Sometimes I do that. I make a mistake and I realize that mistake was so critical. There's no point in me even playing anymore. Whoops, my bad. But, you know, it happens. I think we were probably going to win that anyways. Moving on. All right. Man, what is with this? They give me that one game where they give me all my cheap creatures and none of my mutate. Now all they do is give me my expensive mutate, none of my targets. And no mana for this spell, so absolutely out of the question. Jesus. They do it again. Basically the same hand, only slightly different. At least I can play this on my second turn. This is such a ripoff. Come on. Like, I really shouldn't keep this. This is a terrible hand. Like, but I don't want to mulligan again. I'm only going to keep 5 cards. That's not worth it. That's ridiculous. Yeah. Pray, I guess. Like, that's all I can do. Oh, I thought that was a 1 mana spell. Okay, it's 2 mana. So there was no way I was casting that before my second turn anyways. Now I need to get that black mana down, so we'll go Triome. That gets me every mana. I have blue now, I have black, I have green. I have every mana that I need, every color for this deck that I have, that I need, I have it. What's this guy playing? How much did that cost? 2, so I can ping it and take 2 health. It's only going to be doing 1 damage per turn. Let's just do another Scry, because this is terrible. And I need to keep that. That's going to be a beautiful mutate target. Like, come on. And they just give me this gorgeous mutate target all of a sudden out of the blue. Ooh, who can kill that guy when I mutate onto him. Unfortunately, I won't have enough mana for that. Not all in 1 turn anyway. Oh, I can if I do the Parcelbeast. I'd rather not mutate the Parcelbeast onto this guy. But that may be the best way to pick off that Wolverine there. Spell Eater Wolverine. How much mana cost is it? 3. So I'd rather not cast Feed the Swarm. Let's go this way. I'd really rather mutate my Greathorn onto that. Yeah. Now, how many spells does he need in the graveyard? Double strike as long as there are 3 or more instants or sorcery. 3 or more. He's going to get another mana. He could probably get all 3 of those in his next turn. We got to mutate this now. And pick off that Spell Eater. Yeah. Because he could. There's no guarantee, but... Okay, so he still only has... Even with 3 mana, it'd be tricky. That'd be tricky to get 3. He's probably not even trying as soon as I kill that. He's like, oh, there's no point in me playing my instant sorceries now, because he just picked off the guy who benefits from them being in my graveyard. I'd really like a different creature to mutate this onto. Instead of the Parcelbeast. I hate these situations. I want to start attacking him. Alright, let's just go like this. Let's just do it anyway. I'd really rather not. Sometimes you can't be greedy. Sometimes you just gotta make the play. Oh yeah, I forgot. It's on top of the Mamba. So I get to kill something. Or I get to -2/-2 something, and that kills this guy. That I forgot about. That made that play a lot more worth it. What do I have? Black here, black. Okay, let's play this blue. And then I should be good on blue for a while. And I think now I'll attack, yeah. No! Oh, that's got the Parcelbeast on it. I should have left him untapped to use his ability. That's why I don't like mutating onto my Parcelbeast so much. because I tap it every turn. The creature I mutate on, I want to use that creature to fight, to deal damage. The Parcelbeast, I want to use his ability, tap, draw a card, and if it's a land, it just goes right on. You don't even draw it, it just goes onto the battlefield. But if you read that Parcelbeast, that's how it works. That's how he gets us card advantage. If it's not a land, you put it in your hand. That's card draw, card advantage. If it is a land, it goes straight onto the battlefield. That's still card advantage. I'm getting screwed over for card draw, so I need to use the Parcelbeast's ability to draw extra cards. I can't attack him, which is just pathetic. Like this, yeah, it's not just bad card draw. It's like this game just orchestrates my deck to be the most difficult thing to play. I guarantee you guys won't have this trouble. Like everybody else I see playing Arena, they get this once in a while. I get it like every game. If I can make these decks work with the SOL luck that I get, you guys can make this deck work too. Alright, at least I'm sitting on a good pile of removal here though. That I can't complain about. I really don't want to mutate this on this guy. Again. Might as well. Let's just do it. I have the mana. Mutate him under, because this guy has higher toughness. How many blue sources do I have? I think I have a good amount. I have 3 blue sources and 2 black sources, so let's go with another black source. Do I want to attack or get more card draw? I have a good amount of removal if he plays stuff that I don't like. I think I can take it easy this turn on the card draw on using his ability. I think I can just swing on in. He's got something. What's he got? Tap up to 2 target creatures don't untap during the control's untap step. Well, that's not cool. Oh, I should have used this guy's ability. That was silly of me. I could have gotten it. But this way I have the mana that... Oh, no, it's not. It's a sorcery. I can't play it till my turn anyways. Oops. Oh, well, he's not permanently tapped, so I can get him back at some point. So let's go Mamba. This is a Mamba. Of course, we're not attacked. Oh, I should have used this. Right, I keep forgetting these are sorceries. Ooh, so he does that. Okay. I like how he's running low on cards, though. He's going to be down to top. He's doing very minimal damage to me. These guys are going to untap. He might have something to tap them down again. I'm really getting sick of drawing lands, though. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Like, this the shuffling isn't just bad. It's horrible. You guys should all be impressed when I win a game because of how bad this is. This is ridiculous. Oh, do I want to attack? Sure, I want to attack. This guy, and that's it. Just this guy. That's still more damage to him than he's doing to me, and I'm still going to have a... I should use these to kill his guys. I want to wait till his hand gets lower, though, because if he plays a good enchantment... Is he hard casting that? He is hard casting that, isn't he? Ooh. Life equal to its mana cost. Ugh, that's a lot of life. Ouch. I need an Essence Symbiote. That is not an Essence Symbiote. I guess this is becoming my mutate target now. It's just got too many mutates, I can't resist. Oh, yeah, right. I forgot the Mamba's on this, so -2/-2 to a target creature. Let's go green this time. Holy. Okay, there we go. That's gonna hurt. Boom! Ooh, and that was like, yeah, that was his win con. Yep, I'm out. Feed the swarm, baby. Those are one of the things that make this deck as good as it is the fact that I got Feed the Swarms, and we didn't see him this game, this match, but there are Gemrazers. You saw it in the other match. Gemrazer, and I shot down a Felidar with Treat with it. The Gemrazers and these guys, because they handle between having 4 of each, and then these guys kill creatures. The Gemrazers don't, but I also have these to kill creatures. Plus, I also have the Black Mambas in this deck, and that -2, I killed a lot of his creatures. Excuse me, with that -2/-2. So it's like this deck, it just has like such a wide array of dealing with so much. When your card draw is good, even when your card draw is bad, as I've been complaining, it's still, yeah, you can still make it work. You just got to be more patient. Here we are again. I absolutely have to mulligan this. This is horrendous. I've mulliganed every single hand this turn. This is looking absolutely horrendous. This is a no-brainer. A second in a row no-brainer. I have to mulligan. This is pretty bad as well. The fact that I gotta get rid of 2, like this is a good hand, but the fact that I gotta drop 2 cards totally ruins it. Totally ruins it. I have no idea what I'm gonna do now. I have to keep a Mutator and the Symbiote, which means I need to keep all 3 of my lands to guarantee that I can mutate the Parcelbeast actually, which is a 2-mana Mutator. So if I mutate the Parcelbeast, I can drop, okay, yeah, I can drop this and a land, because I can mutate, I have to play this blue, and then I can mutate the Parcelbeast, and then I can start getting card advantage. Let's play this just in case I happen to draw into a untapped blue source other than this, because I'd rather play this black, my only island. Yeah, Shuffler's fine. It screws you over when it wants to, but then it just gives you everything you want at some time. Okay. Oh my. You gonna attack me, you silly boy? Because now you can't block with it. That's why you don't attack with your 1/1 Death Touch. Now you cannot block with it. Wah, wah. Yeah, I'm gonna totally mutate this over. Gadonk. Gain some life. I got 1 mana left. Oh yeah, it doesn't have Summoning Sickness because I mutated onto a creature that does not have Summoning Sickness, which is awesome. Oh, that is not awesome. That is very scary for us. I need removal. Preferably Feed the Swarm. I can only weaken that guy with the other one. Yeah, that one only weakens him too. But at least it's a mutate target for my Greathorn. Oh. I can't play it though. Wait, yes I can. If I play this black. Oh, I can play this and mutate my Greathorn. Oh yeah. So we go that way. He's gonna get a +1/+1 counter. Who do I kill though? Or do I weaken his Yorvo? Could weaken his Yorvo. Or I could kill one of these 2. That Death Touch is going to be annoying. Ah, but so is that Yorvo. But I can't kill him. I'm going to kill it. I can kill the Death Touch. Let's kill the Death Touch. What do I want for mana? I've got another blue and black. Let's just go green. Blue and black source in my hand. And no, I'm not attacking because I want him for both blocking and card advantage. Which, if he pumps up his Yorvo, which he probably will, I won't be able to block with my Parcelbeast anyways because I am not willing to trade my Parcelbeast for his Yorvo. Yorvo! That's such a cool name. Yorvo! Lord of Gairdbrig. Yorvo. Say it with some kind of weird accent, like Yorvo. Yorvo. Oh my. Did I have all my? I did have all my mana tapped. That's why I'm like, why didn't I get the? Why didn't I get to use the Parcelbeast? Well, that sucks. That was an awfully terrible draw. Black Mamba. Do I want the Mamba? Not particularly. Maybe I should take him, draw into him with the Parcelbeast, and play it just as a chump blocker. Since I'm getting so screwed on card draw. Yeah, that means I should do it now. Just for chump. Chump block. No attack. Ugh. Great henge. Alright. Ooh, feed the swarm would be terrible. I need Gemrazer. Gemrazer. I need Gemrazer. That is 7. That is a mana cost of 9. I do not want to pay 9 life to shoot that down. Man, he's getting a big Yorvo. Yorvo. And a goose. Holy. Just hand me a noose. With your goose. And a horn beetle. That's going to just get bigger and bigger too. Wait, why did it get a second counter? What was the second +1/+1 counter for? What was that all about? Oh, yeah. Great henge, and then its own ability. Right. No trample, so we chump block it. That's why I created... Oh, shit's sakes. You gotta be kidding me. How many lands is that in a row? 3, 4 lands now with this, including this one? What else did I put at the bottom of my library? Okay, just that. Wow. That is way too many freaking lands in a row. I just finished scrying. What's going on? That was weird. Yeah, I'm kind of pissed. What do we get? Okay. That is actually... I still need to take down... I don't have the answer for his Yorvo. What am I going to do about his Yorvo? I have to kill his Yorvo. Have I seen any removal? Did I not have a Heartless Act? Nothing. No removal. None whatsoever. Right, no, this guy's a Mamba. Right, I was going to say, didn't I kill something? But yeah, the Mamba, -2/-2. I killed his Viper here. Well, I have to shoot down that Great Henge regardless. So I have to mutate this guy. Regardless. He is going to get bigger because of the Essence Symbiote. I'm going to gain 2 life. Who do I want to kill? Who do I want to kill? What is it? Who am I trying? Creature an opponent controls. We're gonna... I should have maybe brought his Yorvo down. Shoot down his Great Henge. Let's grab a black mana to help facilitate my black mana cost needs. No attack. I'm definitely not blocking his Yorvo with my Gemrazer. How does he have so... Oh, his Great Henge, right? I'm like, how does he have so many cards? He's played so much stuff. Played more than I did. I also had that double mulligan. I had a severe disadvantage in this game. Although I've had a disadvantage every game today. The shuffler doing its regular thing. That's a lot of extra counters on that. It's a 6/7, so I just didn't get... Yeah, this is just a shuffler. Again, totally rigged me for a loss because all I needed was any one of my removals, those black spot removals that I have, just earlier. It's just too late now, even if I get it now. Heartless Act won't kill any of these guys because they've got so many counters on them. Like, there's just nothing I can do. Like, yeah, like there's no removal I can get that will help now. You know what? I need 2 feed the swarms. That's not even 1. Thank you very much. But we've got more counters on this guy that we're going to get. We're going to gain a couple more life. Plus, how many mutates is on this guy right now? 2, that's going to be 3. 3 permanents on the battlefield. Am I going to recover from this? I don't know. Come on, opponent. This has been an interesting game. Man, I've been getting so screwed for my card draw. How many lands did I get in a row there? Just flooded like crazy. Double mulligan to start, because those first 2 hands were no-brain mulligans. They were so terrible. But I'm kind of, sort of, maybe clawing my way back a little bit. What am I doing? -2/-2. Let's shoot. What is this? He's going to build up. I'm not too worried about him. Well, yeah, he can build up. The Mana Dorks can't. So let's... Yeah, the Mana Dorks can't keep building up. Let's shoot him down. Artifact. Alright. Or enchantment. What's this thing do? he can create, he gets extra mana from it, and he can gain life from that. I don't know if I care about that too much. Let's go for this thing. Let's go for another black source. Man, these triggers are hard to work through. This takes oh. Okay, these ones are gonna just go bing bang. There we go. Well, let's just throw that down then, and dang. I can't block his big Yorvo yet with this guy. This guy's just too valuable. I can only I need to stay on the defensive, although I don't think I can afford it. If he gets any cards that are just really... he doesn't have an Embercleave, he's mono green. Do I attack or not? I'm deciding whether I want to attack. Why am I'm waiting in my main phase, though. So go to attack phase. I still don't know if I want to attack. It's only going to be this guy, maybe. But I got to worry about defense. Like, I've been getting so screwed. What were the permanents? The 3 permanents I pulled out with this guy. A Starrix and 2 lands? Enough of the lands. Like, how many... Look at how many I have. Screw off with the freaking lands already. Oh, do I attack or not? I need him for defense, and hopefully he doesn't pump that guy up anymore. Man, this game has been crazy. Oh, of course he does. No. Do the ability. I clicked the thing. Jeez. Surprised? Anybody surprised by another land? Holy jeez, how many? They're so tiny. 1, 2, 3, 4? So there's 4 in that pile there. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's more than half of my lands. What do you want to bet the top 39, the top 10 of these 39 cards are all freaking lands? Jesus. He's going to attack with that guy, of course. Can't attack with a Starrix. Okay. Unfortunately, if I draw a land, I have to concede. And this card on top is a land. Like, I can't. I've had enough of not being able to do anything. I've had enough of mutating my Starrix and getting nothing but lands and one other Starrix. Like, and then he just keeps pumping all his stuff up over and over. I can't keep doing that. This guy was tapped. He was tapped. Yeah. I have to mutate him on my Starrix. I gotta get as much on my battlefield as I can. I just got it. My only chance. -2, -2. That also helps too. Picking off his weaker guys one by one. Bit by bit. I can only target that enchantment, so... or artifact. Can he use it? I don't think he has enough mana to use it. He needs 2. And he only has... yeah, he has 2 if he sacrifices it. There's a nice, big, wide battlefield. Not a single land came out. Finally. Took long enough for that to happen. Do I want to attack with this guy? I kind of do because he's got trample. I think I need to go defensive just a little bit longer though. And hopefully I can wear this guy down a little bit. I've got 32 cards left, so I'm not too close to decking. That's not good. That's really not good because now all of his guys with counters on them get trample, which is really, really bad for him doing a lot of damage. Well, yeah, let's just resolve that. Let's wait till he goes to his attack phase, then I might draw an extra card with the Parcelbeast. I can actually do it any time now. He's really got nothing extra. So he creates that food token. Beginning of combat phase. Well, let's pray that I got something good. Have I seen a single Heartless Act or a single... There's one I got exiled with, like... So what if he attacks with this, this, this? Those the three attackers that he has. He attacks with all of them. I am so screwed. Like, wow. 1, 2, 3 on the Gargarath, which will kill it. And that's still way too much trample damage coming through with these other two guys. I can block this guy with the Starrix. You gotta be kidding me. Jesus. First one I've seen all game out of all, I have 4 of them in the deck. And I've only ever seen one of these. So the second one is in the bottom 30 cards. Nice shuffler, guys. Nice shuffler. Way to shuffle the deck. That's a good way to disperse cards and not group them together. I need to draw that card now. I need to draw it right now. Because I need to use it right now. I need to kill one of his big guys. I'm going to take damage for it. I can kill his Gargarath with blockers if he decides to attack. This guy I can as well. If he keeps pumping it up, that's going to be hard though. I have to get rid of Yorvo because he's the biggest and strongest. He's only going to do 3 damage to me with this. So let's go like that. I gotta leave that guy for blocking because he's my only blocker who has like any kind of real strength and power, toughness and power. He goes up every right because he's on an Nessian Hornbeater, so he's going on a big old grand attack here with everything. Okay, so 6 for the Gargarath, and he drew a card, and he eats some food for nourishment. That takes care of the Gargarath. So 10 damage from here. If I block 6, 10. Like that. When I kill his gnarled colony, these guys don't get trample anymore. So he's going to kill all those 3 guys in the middle with his Gargarath. His Gargarath goes down too. Now he's only got this one big guy. Are you freaking kidding me with the lands? Holy shit! The entire game! How many lands do I have left? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What is that with the 3s? 15, 16, 17! I only have 7 lands left in these 28 cards. What do you want to be? But the top 8 cards has all 7 of those lands in it. I am so sick of this. I need something other than lands, for God's sakes. I gotta use this now. I can't wait. I need it now. This is pathetic. Wow. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. I gotta pray that he can't give this guy trample. I gotta leave this guy for blocking. He's the only one with reach to block his goose. This is insane. Like, I've almost got this game turned around. I just need to stop drawing lands. Holy. And I've so got this game in the bag, which is incredible, seeing as what a horrible start I had to it. But all I need is not a land. For the love of God, anything except a land would do wonders right now. Anything else. I mean, I'm not thinking it through. Maybe if I get another Essence Symbiote or Zagoth Mamba, I'll probably be pretty screwed, but yeah, like, okay, any mutator, like, because this is mutated on what, a Zagoth Mamba? This is mutated on what, an Essence Symbiote? How many Mambas do I have? 2 Mambas and a Symbiote in here. That's 3 of each. There we go. There we go. Finally. Non-land card. -2/-2. Cariated is getting the punch in the face this time. Oh my god, how many lands could I... Oh my... I lost a lot of... Yeah, I exiled all my removal there now. However, look at this. Next turn, Buddy's in trouble. I feel free to attack now because these guys can block. His 1 damage in the air doesn't scare me when I have 6 health. And 3 20/20s makes me feel pretty safe, having 3 of them. I can't believe it. It just turned around with that horrible card draw. I can't believe it. If I turn through such god-awful card draw. Unbelievable. Wow. I was happy with the other 3 games. 1 loss, 2 wins. I was going to leave that and just make that the video, but this game has been just wild. So... I definitely think this match is going to make it up to YouTube because this has been insane and frustrating. Do you guys see my face turning red there when I was like, for the love of Christ, no more lands? Like, but that's part of the thing. The reason why I have these guys is because they're fertile footsteps. I draw lands out of my library. The, where are the Greathorns, the Migratory Greathorns? They pull lands out of my library. I pull so many lands out of my library, I'm like, I can't draw. I do that because it makes the deck so that I don't draw that many lands. What the freak was happening all game? I was just drawing lands like crazy. I scried a bunch to the bottom, but I shuffled my deck since then. So yeah. And then these were all clearly grouped because I exiled 1 Heartless Act. I played, excruciatingly digging to find it, I played my Feed the Swarm. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, 2 Heartless Acts and 2 Feed the Swarms all end up in the bin. Although I did hit my Starrix there for 5. But it just hit all of these. It exiled like a whole bunch of cards. 5 of them went on the battlefield because only permanents go on the battlefield if you read this. Only the permanents. So then these all stay exiled. But it hit 4 of these all at once. And it was only looking for 5 cards. So, wow. What a horrible game for card draw and everything. But it really proves that this deck, if you're patient, you can persevere. And it's budget. This guy's the only rare. He's the only rare. Few lands as well. These guys here, the pathways. They're important, though, for the mana, to get your mana colors. I did struggle in some games at the beginning, but let's get to that end game wrap-up, shall we? And we're back with the post-game. How did you guys like that? I thought it was fun. I had a lot of fun testing this deck. I had decent fun playing it. I just can't get over that shuffler. but yeah, like, what do you think of the deck? I think it's really good. It's almost entirely uncommons except for a few commons. How is this guy a common and this guy an uncommon? Everybody uses this guy in mutate decks. Well, I've seen other players use this guy, but excuse me. But very rarely, like very rarely, and that's why I wanted to use him. Like, that's a good ability. You got to be able to exploit that. So yeah. I wonder if I should drop one of these guys for a Feed the Swarm. Yeah, maybe I should do that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I do that? Do you think I should make any changes? Do you like the deck the way it is? Are you excited to build it yourself? If you're brand new to Magic, you're going to have to use a lot of wild cards because this is almost entirely Ikoria. But if you were around in Ikoria and you haven't really built a deck like this, here you go. Give it a try. This is it right here. I'm offering it to you for free. Let me know what you think. Other than that, if you liked the video, of course, hit that like button. please subscribe if you haven't already. Share the video, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you guys at the next video. Cheers.